Hi everyone, welcome back to Frugalista here. Today I'm making a quick and easy roti recipe. This recipe I found was the one that saves me the most time and I could make it conveniently quick. So you start off with, I measure my cake flour in a measuring jug. So in here I've got 600 milliliters of cake flour. And then what you do, so if you decide to take 600 milliliters of cake flour, it makes about 6 to 8 rotis. You then take half of that, 300 milliliters of boiling hot water. I don't add any cold water. I don't temper the water or anything. It's boiling or hot water from the kettle. So you're gonna need your cake flour, your hot water, some salt, and some oil. So I'm gonna show you how to do that quickly. So in here's the cake flour. I'm gonna add um, oops, about a teaspoon of salt, and then about 30 milliliters of vegetable oil, cooking oil, or olive oil if you want to be extravagant. And then here's my hot water. Now you can see I've got a metal spoon in here because it's literally going to become too hot for me to touch. What the hot water does, it immediately makes the flour pliable, and the oil that you've just added incorporates very well into the flour mixture. So basically I'm just going to mix this through until it is easy for me to touch the mixture without burning. So I'm going to quickly see if I can do that. My hands are clean. And then you just bring everything together till it forms a ball. What you're then going to do, you're going to let it rest until it's completely cold. So once this is all incorporated, I'm going to oil the bowl and cover it up and let it rest for about 30 minutes. So as you can see, everything comes together. There's hardly any flour in the bowl. So whatever's there, just grab it and push it into the dough. And then knead the dough for about, I'd say about 2 to 3 minutes. And then do the oil the bowl and cover it up. It's still warm to the touch right now. Remember the water was boiling. You can see I'm cleaning the bowl. So just to recap, if you're using 600 milliliters of flour, you're going to use 300 milliliters of hot water. If you use 500 milliliters, it will be 250 milliliters of hot water. So half of whatever your flour is, you're going to use that amount of hot water, boiling hot water, to make on your rotis. So there it is. So I'm going to just pour some oil over there. I'm going to cover it up and let it rest. Okay, so what I've done is once the dough is rested, I took it out and rolled it onto a lightly floured surface. Okay, so you'll find that the dough is very easy to work with. You can see how basically, can you see it? I rolled it out onto this wooden board, and it stretches quite far. So what I'm going to do now, so roll it as thick or thin as you want it. Remember, we're going to roll this into a sausage and cut it into your individual rotis. In here, I've got some not melted butter, just softened. It's real butter. I put it in the microwave and I basically softened it. So I'm going to smear this all over the pastry, and then I'm going to roll it up. Okay, you can see all the butter that's on the pastry. So what this is going to do is, as you roll it up, and I'll show you now, the butter is going to settle into the folds of the roll. So once you then roll it out to fry the rotis, the butter will make pockets, and that is what allows the roti to be crispy. So you can be quite generous. Don't be alarmed by the amount of butter. I mean, it's not one person that's going to eat it. This will make about 6 to 8 rotis. Okay, so I'm ready to roll. So I'll start from the bottom here, and I'll just roll it into a sausage. Very quick. You can see the dough is easy to work with. Just bring it down. And you can stretch it out as you go. Okay. So, like I said, it's quite long, the sausage. And I gauge about 6 to 8. So I'm gonna go for 8 rotis, medium size. So you start cutting. Then what you do, you take your piece that you've cut, you twist it, and you squish it down. And that's what it looks like. And basically that's gonna rest in the fridge until you're ready to just take it out half an hour before you're ready to fry it off. Okay, all my balls have rested. You can see I actually got out 6. I thought I'd get out more, but these are going to be huge. And then basically what you do, you just roll it. You just lightly flour the surface and you roll it until it's big enough for you, or the desired size that you want it to be. And yeah, and then the next stage I'll show you how to fry it quickly. Okay, I've rolled out my rotis, and I've got a pan here that is quite, it's on a medium to high heat. You want it to be warm enough that when the roti hits the heat, it immediately starts cooking. So I've rolled out my roti dough, and yeah, that's how you fry it. Sorry, I don't roll perfect circles. I'm not a roti snob. I'm just here to eat it. So it's gonna cook. You can see it starting to bubble. You can see. So I've got a little bit of vegetable oil and a little bit of butter. So as the roti is cooking, I start brushing it with that same butter that I used to put in the middle. I basically start brushing it. And you'll see as it pops, you can see the edges are starting to cook as well. And it's already starting to brown on the outside. Okay, so I'm going to give it about a minute. I like a brown roti. And then, yeah, I'll show you the final product. Okay, I just wanted to show you. I'm ready to flip it on the other side. Can you see how beautifully golden brown it is? And then while it's in and you see that your pan is smoking, you just add bits of butter. This is a silicone brush, so it won't burn in your pan. As simple as that. So yes, this is my tutorial on how to make the easiest roti in the whole wide world. I'm just quickly going to show you, once I take it out, how to ensure that it stays crispy. And that's that. Okay, I've got my last roti in the pan here. I wanted to show you. I just took this one out now. You can see it's beautifully flaky. Okay, so what you do, you fold it like that, and you just squash it gently so that it doesn't stay rigid, and then that's a perfect vessel for you to put your curry in. So I'll just do the same with this one quickly. Okay, this is quite hot, but you'll basically just take it out and give it a quick smack on the butt. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I will link a recipe below for a good curry. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, share, put it all over the internet, please. Yeah, so thank you for joining me. Until next time. Cheers.